How's it going? My name is Jumpy. Last week, I talked about Lady Snowblood. For this video, I rewatched the sequel from 1974 called Lady Snowblood Love Song of Vengeance. Like the original movie, it was directed by Toshiya Fujita and stars Meiko Kaji. I am so sorry for mispronouncing her name in the last video. I even wrote a note to myself in my script and then ignored it when I was recording. My bad. Kaiji is a gambling anime series that I watched. Kaji is the Lady Snowblood actress's family name. Even though Lady Snowblood gambles in one scene, the couple times I called her Meiko Kaji, that was not an intentional pun. Back to Lady Snowblood 2. At the beginning of the movie, Yuki visits her mother's grave. The camera zooms in on her umbrella. She notices she's not alone, and she immediately starts walking down the curving path, killing the several people that are trying to attack her along the way. It's an unbroken shot that lasts exactly a minute where the camera is in front of her. She looks like she's in a trance, but she's very much aware of her surroundings. And they never stood a chance. At the bottom, she knocks the last one into some water. The thirsty Lady Snowblood puts her sword away and drinks some of the water, and the camera pans over to show there's blood from the person she just killed, not too far away from where she's scooping up the water with her hand. Yuki, I don't care how thirsty you are, this is how the cabin fever movies happened. In 1905, Japan won a bloody war against Russia, resulting in a lot of inflation and unhappy people. A narrator tells us all of this over old black and white film and still images. Yuki is a wanted woman. She gets caught again, and we're treated to another sword fight where she faces many police officers. She has one arm tied up and still manages to do a lot of damage before stealing a horse and riding off to the water. She sees a fire, approaches it, and gets her leg caught in a bear trap. The guy there patches her up and feeds her. She wakes up alone the next day and goes to the water to clean the blood off her hands. The cops see her, and there's another sword fight. This one's also done in a long, unbroken take, this time from the side, with the water in the background as the camera moves to follow her. It's a great looking shot. She sees the guy from the night before watching in the distance, and she surrenders. She goes on trial for all the people she's killed, and she's sentenced to death. Female prisoner number 701, Snowblood, is taken to the same prison where she was born, and she's held there until they take her to be hanged. When she's traveling in a stagecoach, some masked men on horses show up. One of them knocks off the reinsman and takes control of the horses. One guy enters the coach and takes off his mask and kills the guards with a Ninja Turtles weapon. They're secret government police, and they take her to a mansion to meet with their leader, Kikui, in a room with red walls. He wants her to pose as a maid and spy on a radical anarchist named Ronsui and search for a document. It's really fun seeing her go undercover because it's something new. He finds out who she is, and she gets on board with his cause when he tells her the truth. She thinks he's a dutiful anarchist. So now, she has the government secret police after her. Like Lady Snowblood 1 before it, Lady Snowblood 2 is an exploitation film. There's a sex scene that's more explicit than the first movie. The sequel is also very violent, since it uses more long takes during the action scenes when she's fighting a lot of opponents. Some parts can be bloodless, but there are still a number of geysers of blood, especially towards the end. It can be exciting to watch and a lot of fun at times. But there are a couple torture scenes that are really rough. I have already talked about the visuals a bit, but it's a striking movie overall. I got pretty invested in the plot. I like seeing Yuki running from the police, and she's lost after she got her revenge in the first movie. Then she gets into some more new situations. Additionally, there's a plot point later on with the plague. And someone needs to be quarantined, which is the second time this movie reminded me of cabin fever. Lady Snowblood 2 is 89 minutes long, and it flies by. A lot of things happen, and it's never boring. And there are some other callbacks to the first movie, like there's a shot of Yuki with her umbrella in the rain that parallels her in the snow at the beginning of Lady Snowblood 1. They're both from above looking down, so you can see the tops of the umbrellas. The films both have moments where a character compares someone else to a dog in the dialogue. Die a dog. And then shortly thereafter, a real dog shows up and barks. And the second movie mirrors a scene from the first where Yuki is being watched by the bad guys. And they both have similar payoffs because there's only one way that can end. Lady Snowblood 2 isn't better than the first movie. What does it think it is? Kill Bill? But I still like it almost as much. It retains a lot of my favorite elements from the first one. An interesting main character, visuals including pleasing shot choices, pans, and zooms, bloody violence and sword fights, and a plot set to a political historical backdrop. And it does some new things, like having Yuki on the run and give up and find something new that she believes in that wasn't the quest for revenge given to her by her mother. I'm giving Lady Snowblood 2 Love Song of Vengeance a 9 out of 10. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you like the first one. Thank you so much for watching.